And Just Like That just debunked a dark fan theory about a Season 3 death, and it's good news for an original Sex and the City character. When Sarah Jessica Parker revived the iconic Carrie Bradshaw for HBO's revival, many original Sex and the City characters reprised their roles alongside her, including Kristen Davis as Charlotte and Cynthia Nixon as Miranda. Naturally, Charlotte and Miranda's partners, Harry, Evan Handler, and Steve, David Eigenberg, joined them for the revival. However, the Sex and the City couple's stories went in two very different directions. As the Goldenblatts continued their happily ever after, Miranda prompted a divorce from Steve, leading to ominous conclusions about where he would factor into And Just Like Season 3. And Just Like That Season 3 Episode 6 debunked the Steve Brady funeral theory. It looked like Steve would kick the bucket in SATC's revival. And Just Like That? Season 3 EP 6-22. Image via Max. Ahead of And Just Like Season 3, some Sex and the City fans believed that Steve Brady would die in the revival's third installment. Photos of And Just Like That's cast circulated on the internet as filming for Season 3 took place in New York City, notably a picture of them dressed in black, presumably for a funeral. The photo showed Seema, Sarita Chowdhury, Miranda, Giuseppe, Sebastiano Pigazzi, Anthony, Mario Cantone, Harry, Charlotte, Carrie, and even Aidan, John Corbett. However, of all the characters, Steve wasn't pictured in the photo of And Just Like That's cast standing outside the funeral, leading many to believe the ceremony was for Steve himself. However, Silent Mode debunked the theory.in And Just Like That Season 3, Episode 6, the teased funeral is for Lisa Todd Wexley's, Nicole Ari Parker, father, Lawrence, Billy D. Williams. The story anchors Silent Mode, with LTW taking center stage and bringing the characters together for a somber occasion. The death prompted strong stories for Charlotte and Lisa, but luckily, it wasn't about Steve Brady. The real reason Steve Brady didn't attend And Just Like That Season 3's funeral. Steve lost many of his friends in the divorce. Steve looking at Miranda during Lily's concert in And Just Like That. Silent Mode confirmed the ceremony wasn't for Brady, but it still makes sense that Steve didn't attend Lawrence Wexley's funeral. While Lisa lacks robust ties to the rest of the cast, Carrie, Anthony, and even Giuseppe showed up for Charlotte's relatively new friend, displaying their support during a low point for Wexley. It makes less sense for Steve to tag along, since he and Miranda divorced. While they reconciled at the end of And Just Like That Season 2, the couple didn't repair things to the point where they intentionally see each other. Even as he and Miranda were divorcing, Steve attended random events, but Eigenberg's character has temporarily taken a backseat. Steve even appeared throughout And Just Like That Season 2, as he truly settled into his life without his partner. He began new endeavors, and started asking questions about who he was without Miranda, with characters like Carrie going out to visit Steve at his latest venture. All that said, Steve is settled now, with fewer reasons to engage. Can Steve Brady still return to And Just Like That? Photos confirm Steve Brady's return. Miranda and Steve reconcile on the Coney Island boardwalk in the And Just Like That Season 2 finale. Still, now that we know Steve didn't meet an ill fate, Miranda's husband can return to the revival series. I was initially afraid that And Just Like That would kill Steve for the plot, so I'm glad they're keeping Miranda's ex-husband around, especially after Steve took up a hot dog and clam stand on Coney Island, perfecting his divorce arc. Additionally, photos confirmed that Steve will appear in And Just Like That Season 3 eventually. While he wasn't captured with the rest of the characters, David Eigenberg and Cynthia Nixon were spotted filming for Season 3 at a restaurant in Astoria in January. The scene appears quite tense, so controversy may still be on the way. Via Showbiz cheat sheet, it makes sense to keep Steve in And Just Like That since he is the father of Miranda's son, Brady Hobbs, Joseph Pupo. Brady remains active throughout the revival story, appearing as recently as Episode 6, where Miranda introduces her son to her new girlfriend, Joy, Dolly Wells. The co-parenting dynamic has been interesting, so hopefully Steve isn't going anywhere. And Just Like That Season 3 gave another OG character Steve's suspected story. Charlotte and Harry reflect on mortality with a silver lining. Rather than pile more turmoil onto Steve and Miranda in the first half of Season 3, Charlotte and Harry are the ones facing life-threatening adversity. In And Just Like That Season 3, Episode 5, Harry tells Charlotte that the doctors diagnosed him with prostate cancer. Hence, the York Goldenblatts are the ones processing profound reflections regarding death this season. Having the funeral story behind them is good news for Charlotte and Harry in Season 3. It's unlikely that Sex and the City's revival show plans 2 funerals for its third outing, making it more likely Harry's story won't end with his death. Still, Harry's prostate cancer is causing significant strife for the parents, especially Charlotte, as Silent Mode shows. While the diagnosis has been devastating, Harry's illness in and just like that season 3 has opened up one of Charlotte's best stories. York is struggling to put on a brave face for Harry behind the scenes, unable to open up to anyone until episode 6. At Walgreens, Charlotte opens up to Carrie, and it's her most emotional revival moment.